That was beautiful. What an amazing theme. Thank you, everybody, for showing up for this star-studded episode of Would You Eat This Bird? Would You Eat This Bird Volume 3. This time, it's public for everyone, and we want to celebrate by having every single host of Square Roots, except for the ostracized, what was his name? Chad Mozart. Would You Eat This Bird? It's Square Roots' #1 game show. Everyone loves it. The premise of Would You Eat This Bird is I show you a bird and we decide whether we'd eat it or not.
Fair.
So it's going to be, either it's going to be 1 out of 4 will eat it, 2 out of 4. That's a 50-50 split. 3 out of 4. This is how numbers work. Or 4 out of 4.
5 of us.
Well, I'm not going to be voting. I'm the host.
What?
You can't judge the edibility of your own bird. That's
I've eaten
the
them
rule.
all just for this show, so I feel like it's not fair. I already have.
So, John, you're going to show us a bird.
Yeah.
You're going to describe the bird to the listeners.
Yeah.
And then
actually,
each of
one of
my
you,
fellow co-hosts
of you will describe the bird that
Okay.
I'm, don't make me do all the work, Jim.
We want to make you do all the work.
We'll
That's
rotate
how this works.
the responsibility of describing the bird.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah. So each bird is a representation of birds from the games we've played over the last 2 years. But it's not going to be like a get. There's no trivia involved. I'll tell you which bird it is and from what game. But just so you know, this is how I've sourced them. Sometimes I had to go into different games in the same series or expanded universe stuff, but you get the gist of it, right?
Yeah.
I
Sure,
have never
I
been more
understand.
confused in my life.
Yeah.
Great.
It made perfect sense.
Thank you. That's what I thought, but Matthew, has problems. All right.
Is there like a winner?
Whichever bird's most delicious, I guess.
Again. Okay, so whichever bird is the hottest. This is hottest bird, right?
Most
Is
delicious.
that how
Would you
you
fuck this
determine
bird
what
is the
you're going
name
to
of the show.
eat, Jim?
Yeah, I only eat things I'm sexually attracted to.
Oh, did you eat Shrek then?
I mean,
you saw his mouth.
All right.
Shrek was asking for it.
Here's bird number
I've learned a
1.
lot today.
Let's start with Jim. Jim, this is... Well, actually, maybe you can tell me what this bird's from. I don't think you can, but let's see. Otherwise,
Okay.
I'll just tell you. But you can figure that out. Here
All right, let's
is a
take
bird.
a look here. Is
Whoa.
this bird from Dragon Age?
Yeah. Great job, Jim.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a quillback from Dragon Age.
Very impressive.
All right, yeah. This bird is large and black with a very big wingspan and a sharp beak. Depicted in this photo as being covered in blood.
Yeah, they are called quillbacks. I think like their feathers and their beak are both very sharp.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll go first. I would eat this bird.
Wow.
Just diving right in.
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
that. Look at that delicious poitrine in the chest. Looks very meaty.
It does appear to be, if you get past the razor-sharp beak and the quill feathers, sort of your standard bird.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
think
this
that
is-
because
this
this
is-
is a wild bird, it would be a little too tough and gamey.
Yeah, like maybe
not
it
that
looks like a
cute.
carrion eater, which
Yeah.
I'm not eating. I ain't eating no vulture. In fact, I'll go second.
Well-
I will not eat this bird. It looks too spooky for me.
Okay.
You think it would look spooky on a dinner plate?
I mean, yeah, look at that face.
You don't eat the face.
Yeah,
Don't
when was the
usually
last
have
time
the
you ate a
face of the
bird's
bird.
face?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been doing something terribly wrong.
Whenever you go to Church's Chicken, you're like, hey, can I get the face?
Actually, I just want a box of the beaks. Can I get the beaks?
What are you guys doing with the faces?
I'll try this bird. I think I'd like to eat it with like some mushroom risotto, something like that. It looks like it would be a good bird for a kind of fall flavor plate, like acorns and mushrooms and maybe a little bit of squash, something a bit rustic.
So your side stuff is just doing all the work. It's like you don't even really need the bird.
I don't need the bird, but I'll take it.
Stan, would you eat this
I
bird?
would. There's nothing stopping me from eating the bird. It wouldn't be like my number one choice.
It's like a
But if
pheasant
someone-
or something.
Yeah, if someone said, "Hey, here's a quillback," I'd be like, "Okay, I'll be polite and eat it. Thank
Yeah.
you."
All right. Well, I guess this would be a Matthew. So let's see how this picture goes. There are no good pictures of this bird on the internet, which is very surprising. It's called
Impossible.
an Avis from Final Fantasy Tactics. I guess I should have let you guess what game it is. It's pretty obvious.
I mean, the picture's so small, I can't.
I know.
It is teeny.
It's the best
in.
one I could get.
Well, I can see this bird. It looks kind of like
delicious.
the last bird, except it has an inflatable sack under its beak, I would say.
That's where the flavor is.
They sort of stand like herons. If you like, oh, there's one behind him. Yeah, you can see the one in the rocks there.
Can you?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of
Yeah, a little
birds.
bit. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just got to click enhance.
yeah. Click enhance, and you'll see all the other birds there.
I mostly see chunks of green. I see chunks of green.
Red chunks too. I see trunks blue. Is that how it goes?
No,
Huh? You did a great job.
Oh,
you did a
thank
wonderful
you.
job, but that's not how it goes.
Oh,
Wow.
Sorry.
You can recruit these birds, I think, into your party in Final Fantasy Tactics, and
No,
they
it's a
become
monster,
your
right?
good friends.
yeah.
So I would not eat my friend, the bird.
Okay.
I would eat this bird if its puff sack was full of herbs and flavoring. Like garlic and rosemary and some thyme. Just something that when you slow bake the bird, it really seeps into the meat and adds flavor.
Could
I like
you
to think that sack is full of gravy?
stuff
Ooh.
that
Like
that
in the
bird's
gravy
gullet full of lard, like people do with was it not canard confits, some kind of goose
Foie gras?
dish? Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah.
Well, people say that's cruelty to animals, but
It also kind of looks like a penguin, like
to deny it to me.
Yeah.
it kind of looks like a penguin. Like, are you saying you would eat a penguin?
We'll get to that if it comes up.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not obligated to declare if I would eat any bird that is not part of this process.
Jim, would you eat this bird?
I would eat this bird. Like I said earlier, I imagine that the sack is filled with a delicious brown gravy, and when I pierce it, it leaks out all hot and ready to eat. So yes.
Stan?
I, unlike Matt, have not made friends with this bird, so I would absolutely eat it. Like, why not? Especially if it has a, sack of gravy.
All right, this bird is 75% edible. All right,
Is that
next.
how it works?
Yeah, I think so. Vanessa,
Yeah.
first maybe you can tell me what game you think this bird is from, and then tell me would you eat it? And this is the most birdish thing I could find in the game, other than an egg that is only talked about in text boxes.
Huh. Oh, this is... I'm guessing this is from Xenogears?
Yes.
This is a person and or robot with no arms, but wings growing out of, I'm going to say her head, because there's something feminine about this robot. It has full human legs, a torso, a chest, a human head, and absolutely not. I would not eat this bird. First of all, I'm pretty sure it's metal.
Yeah, it's like
And-
50 feet tall, too.
Yeah, and like 90% chance that this is a sentient person based on the.
Well, the pilot is. It's like saying that a car is sentient.
Is that a disqualifier if it's sentient? I don't
Well,
think it should
You
be.
it
eat a
could be.
car?
Although I guess, remember in Xenogears, they did, some people's memories were implanted into robots. So there
Right.
you might be right. There might actually be a sentient, because remember that one guy's dad, that one girl's dad was in her robot.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. No, Johnny, I would not eat this bird for the two reasons that, one, it is made of metal. Two, I believe it may have a consciousness or intelligence equivalent to a human. And actually, three, it's not a bird.
It's a Crescens is the name of that robot. I mean, bird.
Robot
Fascinating.
bird.
Jim?
I would not eat this bird. I think it's inedible. It also looks more like an eating utensil than something meant to be eaten. So, no. Not looking good. What about you, Matt?
Yum yum, serve it up. That's a good looking bird. If I eat that bird, will I gain its powers? Will I
Probably.
become a robot? I don't know, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to
You'd
put it
probably
in my
die
tummy.
from all the metal in your tummy.
Well, remember that guy
if it-
ate a whole
if it-
plane?
if
Risk
it
I'm willing
does-
to take.
If it does have memories and a consciousness, if you eat it, you then absorb those memories and that consciousness. That's
Yeah.
the fact.
Yeah.
Huh.
Remember that French magician ate a whole plane over like 2 years? He'd like sprinkle little bits of it into his food.
Yeah.
And now he has
What the
all the memories of the plane.
I guess.
Magic trick.
I mean, he can probably fly, so.
Well, that is a magic trick. It's
true.
Unless you use science to achieve it, and an airplane's made of science.
Fair point.
All right.
And what about you?
I wouldn't eat with this. I wouldn't eat this bird, but I'd probably shave with it.
Also, the wings look more like hands than wings. You know what I mean?
Well,
They look like
it
hands.
kind of makes me think of like a Mach 3
Yeah.
razor
Or like a Gillette 5, maybe.
or a Gillette 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
the best a man can get.
All right. Next one. I guess this one was Vanessa. So this one's Stan. Right?
Okay.
Stan. Now, first, you can tell me what game you think this bird is from.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with this bird.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go with. I don't recall this version of Donald Duck in either Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2, so I'm gonna say 3.
I feel like he was.
Kingdom Hearts 2 Donald, by the way.
Yeah.
Is this a Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts
that's
2?
This is Lion King Donald.
Oh, was it Lion King? I was going to say, I thought it was Tarzan.
To be fair, it has been 2 decades since I played Kingdom Hearts. Well, almost 2 decades since I played Kingdom Hearts 2. So
What are you talking about? You play along every game with the show, right?
sure.
He's like the understudy in case one of us gets sick, so he's
Yeah, exactly.
playing along.
I assume he was filling
I don't
in
know.
when I was
Dies
on my
after
sabbatical.
eating a metal Xeno gear.
Since Dragon Quest V, many of you have dropped off the games, and I've never gotten that call. I would. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I would eat Donald Duck, especially in this beautiful bird form.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, technically his regular form is also a bird form.
Yeah, but I mean, his regular bird form is a little bit too anthropomorphic. Like, I mean, he doesn't really. He kind of has arms.
Yeah.
Here he is like a bird with Donald Duck's head and hat.
And hat. Yeah, I was going to say. Make sure
You don't
use
have
that
to.
hat.
Yeah, remove the hat. You can put the
I'm gonna-
seasonings in the hat.
You know what I would? I would cook him in the hat and eat him out of the hat.
Oh, so you would eat out Donald Duck. Gotcha.
So a hat bowl.
I would eat out Donald Duck from his hat.
From his hat.
Oh,
And you can't eat out a bird because they have cloaca. Oh wait, no, he's a duck, so he actually has a penis.
Oh,
Ish
Yeah,
thing.
it's shaped like a corkscrew.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks, Howard the Duck.
Or Isabella Rossellini in her green porno series. She talks about it too.
Green porno series?
Yeah, go look it
I
up.
remember it.
It's pretty fun.
What's this?
She did a series about animal sex, little
Oh.
5-minute shorts. They're pretty
That
good.
kind of green.
Yeah.
I was thinking like behind the green door.
I don't know what that is.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Matthew, would you eat this bird?
You know what? Again, as I said with the Final Fantasy Tactics bird, this bird is my friend, and I will not eat my friends. Because this bird is Donald Duck.
He dies a lot.
And I love Donald Duck.
He dies so much in the game.
But he could also
So
use
what you're saying is
Zeta
there is
flare.
ample opportunity to eat him. It doesn't make it right, though.
He might get mad and use cast Zeta flare on you if you try to eat him. Jim.
I would eat this bird.
Wow.
And not because he looks particularly appetizing, but Donald Duck is full of magic, and if you eat something that's full of magic, you get the magic.
It's true.
Yeah, but you lose a friend. Your dear friend Donald Duck, who has gone with you across so many adventures, Jim.
Jim has so many friends. What's one?
Yeah, there's a lot of mages in the Kingdom Hearts universe that can replace Donald Duck.
Vanessa, would you eat this bird?
Yes, I like duck. I know that it's a fatty meat and I shouldn't eat it that frequently, and I don't. But if I'm ever getting Chinese takeout from like an authentic kind of place that has the roast duck on the menu, sometimes I'll treat myself and order that duck. It's a good order. Like it's probably going to be the most expensive thing on the menu, but you can make that last for a couple of meals at the very least.
That
That's
does
an
look...
interesting question. Is this a duck?
No, it looks more like a
Because it
bird of
has
paradise
Donald-
or...
Yeah,
was
it looks
gonna
like a
be my
toucan
question.
or like a parrot.
Yeah.
It does
With
look
Donald
like a
Duck's
toucan
head.
or a parrot with Donald Duck's head, but I am just assuming that it retains the flavor of the soul
Of a duck?
which is
It does look like it has a fatty, plump core, if you look there. Like, there's a lot of
it
meat
does look
there.
Like it
Looks
has
pretty
a fatty,
thick.
plump core.
If
So-
you were having Donald Duck as part of a turducken, what would be the turkey and what would be the chicken?
That's a great question.
Oh, who's that big,
Big
Warner
bird,
Brothers?
obviously. You start with a big bird.
What's the
No,
Cornelius
no.
J. Bird or whatever? Who's the big...
Yeah.
You talking about Foghorn Leghorn?
Yeah! Cornelius J. Bird.
Cornelius J. Bird?
The worst part is that did. I heard that and went, yeah, that's that character's name.
Foghorn Leghorn, Donald Duck, and Tweety Bird. That's
Yeah.
your turducken.
Yeah, there you go. Who's Cornelius J. Bird then? That seems like a real character name. I'm not that smart.
Is that the name of the bird lawyer from Futurama?
You're gonna make me
maybe.
Google this. Cornelius J.
I don't see anything.
All right.
I'm just a simple space chicken.
Maybe a duck head on a bird of paradise body. But I've got some thoughts for you. All right. Back to Jim. Matthew was the first one, right?
No,
Matthew.
Jim went first.
Oh, Jim, would you eat this bird? And what game do you think this bird is from?
All right, let's see.
I think Jim will get this one.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, that's the Sparrow Prince from Stick of Truth.
So now you have
This
to
is
ask
gonna
yourself,
be-
would you eat a bird that has been shoved into somebody's anus?
So I would not. You know, I have
They get cleaned.
What do you think a
This-
turducken is?
this bird has come into contact with human shit and cum.
That's true.
No, I would not eat it.
Matthew, would you eat this bird?
Sparrow Prince, huh? I mean, I think you wash it off and it's probably good to go. Yes, I would eat that bird.
All right, Vanessa.
No, thank you. I don't want to eat this bird. This bird was cruel and full of trickery. This bird does wear a crown, and I respect its position despite its cruelty. I don't think it would be appropriate for me to eat this bird. Also, it's a ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was going to be
Eat
part
the
of
monarchy. What are you
that's gonna
talking
be my
about?
answer. Like, I wouldn't eat the bird because it's incorporeal. Even if I wanted to eat the bird, I couldn't.
What if it gave you ghost powers?
Wait, are you saying, Stan? Are you saying? Sorry, Dr. Stephen Stone. Are you saying that a ghost can give you oral sex, yet you can't eat a ghost?
Wait, what? It died before it became a ghost,
Yeah.
and it was giving oral sex before it died.
No,
Before it
that's
became-
not the joke he's making.
No.
It's a Ghostbusters reference.
Oh, the
It's terrible.
Ghostbusters thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Here's the thing about that. I don't think it's like really like oral sex as we would expect from a human. I think it's mostly just sliming his dick.
Oh.
Woof. Absolute woof. Don't release this episode.
So Stan, that's a no from you too, dog.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, next one. This one's for Matthew. I think Matthew will recognize this bird and will have strong opinions on eating it. What do you think, Matthew? Would you eat this bird?
What? That's the monkey. What's his fucking name?
Bupkin?
Barnaby?
Buffkin. Buffkin.
Buffkin. This is Buffkin from Fables, the flying monkey. It's a Wicked Witch Wizard of Oz flying monkey.
Got bird wings.
Boy, this is a tough one because I love Buffkin a lot. He's a good monkey. He's a good boy. He's a good friend. But what if it gives me Wicked Witch powers?
Wouldn't you have to eat the Wicked Witch?
Yeah.
I would not eat this bird. I love you, Buffkin.
Wow.
Jim?
I would not eat that bird. It looks sad, and I think eating it would make me feel sad.
Vanessa?
No, this is a monkey.
It's got bird wings.
Yeah.
I would say that despite having bird wings, it is just a full monkey with wings. In fact, I would say that it has monkey wings because bird wings are so named not because of any traits that they possess separately from the bird. They are bird wings because they are the wings of a bird. In this case, we're looking at the wings of a monkey. This is a monkey, and I'm not going to eat it.
Wings
Stan.
of a monkey.
Dr. Stephen Stone.
I would not eat it because also, yes, it's not a bird any more than a bat is a bird. Bat is also a mammal with wings that flies, and this is most definitely a mammal. It's coated in fur, not feathers. It's probably warm-blooded. Now, I have no problem eating mammals. It's just that, you know what? Yeah, I'd eat it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not a bird.
For me, the only issue is like bloodborne pathogens and stuff that you can get from a monkey.
Well, if you cook it well enough.
Okay.
If you heat it to an internal temperature of at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, you'll kill those pathogens.
All right. Now, Vanessa,
Yeah.
would you eat this bird? And do you recognize this bird?
This bird is beautiful. This bird looks like a parrot with 4 arms and 6 wings. I don't recognize this bird per se. It does look like something out of an okami, maybe, but
Not this
I don't
time.
remember seeing it in that.
This bird is from Live Alive.
Oh.
It's Odio.
Oh, this bird is that bird what is actually the destruction god, what is actually just that guy.
Yeah, Odio.
Yeah.
This is the near future. Remember, there's that shrine.
I do. Yes, I would love to eat this bird. This bird, as I mentioned, has 4 legs and 6 wings. That's a party platter right there, basically. Even if it only does have the 2 breasts. It looks delicious. It looks fresh. It looks colorful, and that's always appetizing. And since we've, sort of dabbled with inheriting the powers of the bird, since this bird is a god, I would definitely be chowing down on that.
All right, Matthew, would you eat this bird?
No way. This bird is a god. That would be blasphemy. I would never.
Jim, would you eat this bird?
I would, if only to show the masses that it is not a real deity. It is mortal and can be killed, and I will kill it and eat it.
Wow. Dr. Stephen Stone, would you eat this bird?
I'm an atheist, so it doesn't really matter. I would say yes, because as most foodies know, dark meat is more delicious, more flavorful than white meat. And it has a lot of dark meat. So
It is a dark
Absolutely.
god, after all.
even better.
Yeah.
Then this is the darkest of the dark meat.
All right. Dr. Stephen Stone. Now, this isn't from a game any of us have played, but it's from a series that we've played on the
Okay.
show. I don't know if you've played this game.
I don't know either.
Here's this bird. Would you eat this bird?
I originally thought that looked much different.
Okay. Question is that's a scarf, not boobs, right?
Yeah, I think it's like a sack.
Yeah, I
looks
thought
like a sack.
they were big honking milkers at first.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell us what this is and what it's
Oh
from?
yeah, this is a blade that you can get as a summon in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. There weren't
Okay.
any notable birds. I'm sure there were some. They just didn't show up.
It doesn't look like any
My Google.
blade I've ever seen. It looks like a living thing.
It does turn into a weapon.
It turns into a weapon. Okay, fair enough. This bird is an abomination. I'd probably eat it just to make sure it was dead. But I don't think I would enjoy.
And this bird has, I believe, is labeled female, but does have like a real tough voice like this, which is fine.
Well, I mean, this bird has birthing hips.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But and a belly button, which unusual for a bird.
Yeah.
So, it shouldn't exist. I'm going to eat it.
There's probably like spices and sauces in that sack.
It carries around its own flavoring.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So I would eat this bird. This bird looks like it has a delicious dump truck ass.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like maybe the sack is full of maybe some bread that you could cut up and make into a stuffing.
Matthew, would you eat this bird?
Look at this beautiful creature with its like red and green and yellow and blue coloring, and it's big. Look at those hips.
Yeah, those
I want to do
thighs.
something with this
Good
bird,
Lord.
but it's not eat it. I would not eat this bird.
Vanessa, would you eat or whatever this bird?
Neither, thank you. This bird looks to me like an owl, and I do not care
What?
to eat an owl,
Owl.
because I believe that an owl is a symbol of wisdom, the messenger of the goddess Athena, and not appropriate to eat. And I would not, whatever this bird, because I'm simply not attracted to it.
All right, that's everyone, right? Because
Yes.
Stan won't eat this bird. Stan's confused, has a lot of feelings about this bird.
I do.
All right, next
Making me
bird.
feel
Stan said he
hungry, but
would
not
eat
in
the
my
bird.
tummy.
Oh, Stan,
Stan
would
said
eat
that
the
he would
bird.
eat
Oh,
the
that's
bird to
right.
make sure it was dead.
That's right. Sorry. Yes.
But I do
Okay.
have a lot of feelings about the bird.
Now, this is an extended universe species. Jim, would you eat this extended universe species from a game we've played? It's not Star Wars.
I don't know what this is from. What is
Is
this
it from Mass
It's
Effect?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's vaguely ostrich-like, but
Yeah.
it has arms. No wings to speak of, but it has arms with little claws attached and like a lizard-esque head.
They're called
it
the
metal?
the Ralloy. I think that's like their exosuit for space travel, or like unsuitable.
those are
classes.
sentient?
These are like this is like a Mass Effect race.
Yeah, Ralloy. They are not in the games.
Oh,
So these are sentient.
Yeah, and they're spacefaring civilization.
My God.
wow. Lots of ethical questions packed into this.
What if they consented to it?
Yeah, I would.
I just
I
want to
would-
point out that Donald Duck is also sentient, and you all wanted to chow down on him.
It's true. I would eat them only, but to honor them.
Like if one died on the battlefield to honor it. you'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'd be like, save that one for me.
it is almost Thanksgiving. Matthew, would you eat the Mass Effect Ralloy?
I've
They
never
are
had
very
an
skexy.
alien bird before. Yes, I would eat this bird. It looks delicious with its 4 eyes and its giant butt.
It's got a little. You could save the neck.
Yeah, you
put
could
the
save the
neck.
neck.
Yeah, cook the neck.
And you could eat its face since you're interested in the
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah. All right, Vanessa, would you eat this bird?
I was interested in eating this bird until you told me that it was sentient, at which point I decided to decline to eat this bird, which I hope will be a friend to humanity in our quest to colonize the greater galaxy.
This is, it would be a renegade trigger pull to eat this bird for sure.
Yeah, and I never pull that renegade trigger. Not once.
All right, Stan?
Jim made a good point that we did all choose to eat Donald Duck despite being sentient. But
Matt made
to
a
be
good
fair, Donald Duck is Disney, which is children's fantasy, and this is serious sci-fi. So I got to treat it more seriously. And we all know Disney characters taste like candy. So I would I would give it a lot of pause, but I would ultimately eat this bird,
All right.
but not to honor it.
Right. All right, next one. All right. So that one was Jim, right?
That was me.
Yeah, this is for Matt. Matt, do you know what this bird is from? And would you eat this bird?
That's an owlbear from Dungeons and Dragons. Specifically, the owlbear from the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah.
And yes, I would eat that bird for sure. Look at it; it's gigantic. It could feed my family for weeks. What kind of fool would I be not
I need
eat.
to point out that owlbear is a human, is a tiefling.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah, there weren't any birds in Baldur's Gate 1 other than like a couple of sparrows, and I guess wasn't there like a chicken you could talk to? I don't know, I couldn't find any. So I thought this would be a good alternative. Jim, would you eat this bird?
I would. For the same reasons Matt said, I think this bird would provide lots of leftovers. You could probably freeze some, make sandwiches or something later. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this bird's getting eaten.
It is pretty thick. Vanessa, would you eat this bird?
No, I've made my position on eating owls clear. I will not eat this bird.
Okay.
Vanessa's take on this whole thing is very principled.
Yeah, she has a lot of consistency too.
Yeah.
Dr. Stephen Stone, would you eat this bird knowing it was a polymorphed tiefling?
Okay, I was gonna ask, an owlbear? Yes. This specific owlbear? No. Her boyfriend's very nice. He's a nice guy. I like him, and I like her. She seems like a good person, and she changes into a lot of, she does wild shape a lot more than the rule book allows. I have to say, no, absolutely not, because it's not an owlbear. It's a tiefling.
All right, next one. That one was Matthew. This is for Vanessa. Vanessa, of course, definitely remembers this one from a game we did
Have a
play
look.
this year.
Oh, okay. This is a I definitely remember this one. This
Look at
is
those legs.
this is a ostrich.
You mean Levricron, of course.
Leprechaun.
Levricon.
Leprechaun. This is a leprechaun from Final Fantasy
Yes.
4.
No, you misspoke there.
5.
We played
played
this
5 on the
year.
Go up one.
This
2.
year. 12?
We played Final Fantasy 12 years ago.
This is a leprechaun from Final Fantasy.
Oh.
I have no idea.
Jim, do you recognize this?
Is this 7 remake?
It sure is. Well, Integrate.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot we
Integrate.
played
It's
that.
on Integrate. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a beefy ostrich with a curved swan neck, a tuft of red hair on its head, sort of human-like hands at the end of its
It is
wings.
making a fist, which is
Yes.
Yeah, its wings
Impressive.
are inverted like a human arm, and it has a very beefy legs. Yes, I would be delighted to eat this bird. This bird looks strong. This bird looks healthy. This bird looks large. And this bird looks delicious.
all right
Fair.
then. Jim, would you eat this bird?
I would, and I would like to say that I'm very interested in understanding what the texture of the hands in my mouth would feel like and what they would taste like.
Have you had the chicken feet like at a dim sum place?
I have.
Yeah, it's probably like that.
I don't know. These are beefy. These are thick hands.
I feel like it wouldn't be the best part of the bird.
Well,
But it's not my vote. Matthew, would you eat this bird?
My problem is this bird looks like he could straight up just beat my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like could I
problem,
eat this
though?
bird? Could I eat it? I don't know that I could. I think it would probably just beat the snot out of me.
The
You have
game's
to
not called
earn
Could You
the
Eat
right
This
to
Bird?
eat that bird.
Well, so someone can't just hunt this bird and serve it to their friends? You have to kill your own?
Oh.
Also, it has like a great mohawk. That's just a mohawk. That's not feathers. And it's kind of got a dinosaur face.
So this
And
bird
it looks
knows
like it's
enough how
wearing a
to
quilt.
knows how to style itself,
Yeah.
which probably does
Yeah.
imply sentience.
I would say if you enhance the image with your image enhancer, it doesn't look like it has feathers. It looks like it has fur.
It
They're
looks
like
feathers
I have
to
it
me, but
open
they
pretty
look like
big.
really like
They're
it's been
fluffy.
out there rolling in the dirt and then the dirt dried.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't agree
It's
with
just-
that.
it's
That's
just-
definitely
it's just
fur,
unkempt.
feathers.
Yeah, it's matted feathers.
Okay.
So-
it definitely has styled hair, which calls into question how sentient is this bird?
And it can curl its own fist. I feel like if you can curl a
Yeah,
fist
menacingly.
you might be sentient. You might be sentient.
A lot of apes can curl their fists.
So,
So no, I would not eat this bird.
Vanessa, would you eat this bird? Or did you already go? Oh, yeah, you
I
already
already
went.
went.
Dr. Stephen Stone, would you eat this bird?
Look, this bird is either going to punch me or jerk off. I cannot tell. But either way, I don't want to see the results, so I'm going to eat this bird.
Wait, when you say, are you saying that maybe the bird is doing the jerk off motion
That's
instead of just
exactly
making
what
a
that bird
fist?
is doing.
All right, this is one for Dr. Stephen Stone. Let me paste it. And I don't know if you know what game this bird is from, but would you eat this bird?
It's
is
no.
that a Pokemon?
It's
no.
Lunar.
Lunar.
Is it a Pokemon?
No.
Basically.
No.
That's a dragon. That's a baby dragon. He's trying to mislead you.
It's a cat.
It looks like a cat to me, but it's
Yeah.
a baby
Cat.
dragon.
Yeah.
All right, either way, it's not a bird.
It's close
And,
enough. It flies.
And its name is Null or Nyal, and it talks the whole game. And it's cute, and he's your friend.
What's the game?
Lunar.
Lunar.
Silver
Oh, okay.
Star Story.
No, I can't eat this bird because one, it looks too much like a cat, even though it's a dragon, and I won't eat a cat. And two, Johnny, you got a real loose definition of bird.
You know,
if it has
sometimes you
wings,
just
it's a
gotta-
bird.
To make it work, sometimes you gotta stretch it a little.
So no, I would not eat this cat.
All right, Jim, would
Cat
you eat
dragon.
this quote bird unquote?
I would not eat this bird, but I would, however, delight in its death.
Is it bad? Is it evil?
No.
It's just annoying.
No, it's wonderful.
He's not annoying at all. He's delightful. He's kind of a perv, though, which is...
Yeah. Matthew, would you eat this bird?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, I mean... 100%. Like, ooh, it looks like a cat, but it's not a cat. It's a dragon. And would I eat a dragon? Absolutely.
Again, we've talked about eating something giving you its powers, and dragons have a lot of powers. Vanessa, would you eat
Lunar
this
universe?
Oh, yeah. In the Lunar Games, dragons do have lots of powers, don't they?
bird? Vanessa,
Yeah.
would you eat this bird?
No.
Do you care to elaborate?
Nope.
Claire, to elaborate.
All right, next up, back to Jim. All right, Jim, this is the last one.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Would you eat, and thanks to Matthew for this one, would you eat this bird, and what game is this bird from?
Is this an Okami bird?
Yeah, it's Jamba, the big boss bird of that bird village.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I would eat this bird. Looks delicious, fatty, tender.
It's like
Wood.
the,
Wood.
the biggest,
Hardwood.
fattest sparrow you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I've seen some fat sparrows over the years. Ones that are like, the ones that live by your mom's feeder, and you're like, can you even fly at this point?
Oh. They got big, tough wings.
Matthew?
No, I would not eat this bird.
What? Why?
He is a good bird. He's a good friend. He's too good for this world, and I think that eating him would be a disservice to the entire universe.
He does have an eye
Cat dragon,
patch.
a friend of yours?
What?
The cat dragon wasn't she a friend of, or
Yeah, that
he a friend of yours? Matt?
Hated her. Him.
No, I liked the cat dragon, but that gave me power. This does not.
Oh,
Okay.
fair. Okay.
Remember how this bird would only say like chirp, and then everyone would tell you what he meant? I don't know if you remember that. All right. Vanessa, would you eat this bird?
Yes. This bird is not sentient. It's merely pretending to be. It said chirp instead of speaking, and everyone just pretended it was saying human words. I've done that with animals, too. I've been like, oh, good morning, and the bird will be like, chirp, chirp, and I'll be like, oh, yes, you have a lovely day, too. It's not real. It's just pretend time. This bird is big. This bird looks juicy. This bird is already dressed, so you just gotta pop it in the oven and bake
That's
it
not what
slowly for 4
dressed
hours. for
means.
your
Dressed with
Thanksgiving Day.
clothes.
Yeah, it's not dressed like having its feathers removed and internal organs removed, which is normally what we would consider
Yeah.
dressing a bird.
Like I said, words be words, and I said what I said.
Vanessa puts her Thanksgiving turkey in overalls.
Lots of denim.
This bird already has one of its eyes removed, so that saves me some prep time. Yeah, I would love to eat this bird.
Dr. Stephen Stone, last time. Would you
I
eat
have
this
no
bird?
personal relationship with this bird, and not that it really matters, as I think I've proven earlier. But I would, yes, 100% eat this bird. It looks tasty. It's like a quail. I mean, it's not a quail, but like, big and chunky like a quail.
Yeah, juicy.
I bet it lays good eggs too.
Well, it's a boy bird.
It's not a very good father.
Who knows how birds work?
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's how birds work.
That's what the Insane Clown Posse said.
So
And
this is
those
the
are-
last bird, Johnny.
Yeah, that's the last bird.
Would you mind if I take over one more bird?
Sure.
But
yeah.
everyone can answer except for Matt.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I will not tell you the game. You won't know it anyway because it doesn't matter. But I just want to know if you would eat this bird. But Matt
Why
cannot
can't-
answer.
Why can't
You
Matt
son
answer?
of a bitch.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Well, he's a foppish dresser.
Yeah.
He's got like a
dapper.
steampunk trench coat. He's got a crystal staff. A
He's
lovely
got a
hat.
bolt. Is this bird packing?
That bird's packing.
So I'll ask Vanessa, would you eat this bird?
Well, it's a tricky question because it is pretending to be a human, but it's clearly not.
It's already dressed for you.
Yeah, it's already dressed. It's got feathers. I think that I would like to feed this bird to the big fat sparrow bird to make it even fatter before I prepare
so you wanna make it-
and eat that.
You want to make a
bird.
turducken style thing.
Yeah, except I want the sparrow to eat this bird.
Eat and absorb its powers.
Yeah, and then I'll eat the sparrow.
I will say this: the powers were great for this bird. So
Oh, great.
yeah, Johnny, would you eat this bird?
No, because I feel like it has poor taste with the steampunk accoutrement.
Okay. What about you, Jim?
I would, only to punish it for its hubris at attempting to impersonate a human.
All right, just a little bit of background on this bird. This bird's name is Zerk. It is a human-like bird with intelligence. It cannot actually speak, but it mimics human speech. And it was created by Matthew for a D&D campaign of Curse of Strahd, which is why
That
not in.
bird
Fun.
killed Dracula. How dare you? Sorry, Strahd.
So
That's
like,
Matthew's bird.
so
You guys
Yeah.
said you would eat me. That's
Vanessa,
me.
Vanessa
I
would
didn't say I would eat you. I said I would feed you to another bird. And
And I said I wouldn't because you have poor taste in clothes.
But I loved my little top hat.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us for yet another Would You Eat This Bird? A American Thanksgiving week tradition, which we'll be posting instead of the usual episodes.
yeah. Usual episodes will be back next week, but in the meantime, enjoy eating whatever you choose to eat for American
even if it's
Thanksgiving.
Matthew.
Don't have to be a bird.
Eat a mat.
I've heard the mac and cheese is the best part, anyways.
Oh, isn't
Ooh,
it
it's
always?
Not.
No.
That's not correct.
The
What?
stuffing usually is the best part.
No,
Just give me a big
mean,
plate of stuffing.
My family's sweet potatoes are the best sweet potatoes you've ever seen in your entire life.
All right.
eat a whole-
haven't-
Who am I kidding?
haven't
It's the
had
pumpkin
them.
pie.
I think the best part of Thanksgiving is the cheese plate.
The cheese. Just, ugh.
Thanksgiving
Never had a
cheese-
Thanksgiving
that doesn't-
cheese plate.
That's not a thing.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, the
Gotta have
Thanksgiving
your charcuterie
charcuterie.
board. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody, and listeners. We'll be back with a real episode next week.
Yeah.
Bye. For Square Roots, I've been Johnny Brandon.
I'm Jim Banks, and I ate some birds.
I'm Matthew Van Zandt, and I did not eat any of the birds.
I'm Vanessa, and I befriended some birds, but ate those that deserved it.
And I'm Dr. Steven Stone, and whether or not I ate the birds, they're all dead.
Bye.
Bye.
Bok, bok, bok.